Good evening, YouTube Pipe community. Respectable Piper here. Greetings and salutations. I hope everybody's doing good out there. Today we're smoking the Rossi Vittoria 8207, I believe it is. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100%. Smoking. Sorry. Some Black House. It's a nice interim smoke. I'm loving this this Rossi. Things are going good with this pipe. Just hanging out. Girlfriend went out for a walk. She's going to nursing school currently, and she's just I think she's quitting her job to just do school full time. And I gave her the same. I give her basically the same parameters of, living conditions that my parents gave me growing up, which is you either work and you pitch in or you go to school. And since she's going to school and doing her thing, I think that's okay, Anyways, she's out of the house, so I got some time to do a video. I was already lighting up when she said she was leaving, so I figured, hey, you're going out, I'm gonna record. It was a hot day today. I think I got a little bit of sunburn. Also, I do want to record outside, but I think what I'm going to end up having to buy is a little umbrella for my tripod for my camera. A little umbrella to keep it from overheating. Anyways, the story here, the idea I had for this video was to talk about my experience in music. My experience in music started pretty early. It started when my dad's best friend, late best friend, Craig, he was a crazy, manic depressive, like, not even joking, very seriously ill. Awesome, one of the best dudes you can know. He was a carpenter. And he was crazy as a bat. He told me some things that you should probably never tell like a 5, 6, 7-year-old. Just crazy stuff. But I love him for it. It was good. You know what I mean? Like, love the guy. He gave me my first guitar. It was a blue, it looked like a Fender. It was a Fender type guitar. It was a Blue Lotus. I'll never forget it. So, I probably got that guitar around, like, I would say, I don't know, 10 years old or something like that. I'm not really good with time frames, but I'm going to do the best I can. Shortly after that, I actually got into my mother's Paxil bottle and took the whole damn thing. I was exhibiting addict behavior pretty early on. I ended up taking the whole bottle, and there was an issue. My parents basically locked me in my room with that one. I lost it. And I remember 2 days later when I came out of it, my dad, everything in the room was completely destroyed. The fan was jitter jangling and bed was on its side. Just detritus everywhere. I must have turned into a caveman for 48 hours. I don't even know. I was sitting up against the wall next to the door, and the only thing, well, the one item sitting next to me, completely damage free, was the guitar. For some reason, unbeknownst to me, he grabbed that thing, and he sounded like one of the teacher from the Peanuts, if you've ever seen it. Wah, wah, wah. I didn't understand a word of what he said, but he took that guitar and he swung that thing. It was very slow motion. It it hit the fan light, shattered that, glass fell everywhere, and that thing hit the floor with just such force. He smashed that guitar so hard I'd never seen anything like it. And meanwhile, I'm sitting there up against the wall like it's just happening. You know what I mean? Nothing is cycling up there. Not too much longer after that, my parents asked me if I want to go learn to play music. So I ended up becoming part of this music school, and that was my after school. That was my after school activity for a long time. I got real into it. We did a lot of competitions. Uh, I won a lot of first places. I was a lefty playing righty guitar, which I resented. Up to this day, I still resent it. So I do play lefty guitar now, as well as righty. I got into the competition aspect of playing guitar, playing in bands. Uh, I had a private band, which we were good enough to. I played jazz. I played jazz guitar in a jazz band. We had a manager, and we got enough money together to go play up at Florida State University for like a term, basically the summer term. For it was like a camp, an advanced music camp for students or whatever. We went, and that was cool. And then I also got really into engineering and Apprentice, like amateur. So I was in charge of, if you've ever seen the 32 channel Mackie boards, the big boards with all the knobs and stuff like that. I was responsible for about three of those, and I would control any given time. There was a schedule of different bands and stuff playing at the school, so I'd come in and play. I'd be part of some of these bands, but some of them I would just say, I'm not going to play. I'm just going to do the engineering and make the mix, the sound. I want to make it sound as good as possible. We had huge speakers, like 8 15-inch speakers, massive big tweeters and stuff. Big band room, plug it all into the snakes. Everybody gets plugged in. Probably like 25 guitars, 32 keyboard players, mic up the drum set, single bass player, and maybe a couple cordless, some cordless microphones, maybe 2 to 5. So mixing that was fun, and it was complicated. Everybody had different skill levels, so you had to have different levels for all the spectrum of different musicians and stuff like that. And there were solos that you need to turn them up, and also manage the EQ, the effects, and make it, and panning left and right, and making it all sound just right, just so that they couldn't say that it sounded bad because of me. It was on them. And I did really good. I got so good at that I competed in the next, I don't know, state competition as the sound guy. And I was competing against, and I'm still in high school, right before I, a little bit ways, maybe 11th grade before I graduated. And we're going up these massive bands, or show bands, so it's got like, you got these actors on a stage with this huge band playing like Pink Floyd and Led Zeppelin and stuff like that, and it was good stuff. And I got a script. I'm in there in the dark behind everybody, and nobody's helping me. I'm doing this all by myself. And these other guys, the Miami crew and the Tamarack crew, they got to my eyes, adults. Two of them for each thing, running these fancy systems. They got these lights and stuff like that, and everything's all automated. And I'm just like sitting here, like, you know what I mean, like all manual and stuff. And we won, and I got an award for it. They gave me the shirt, sound guy. You know, everybody's cheering, yeah, because it's a hard. That was a hard one to beat. Miami's the guys to beat. You know, Miami always had their stuff on point. So I got to record as an apprentice and sound engineer for this guy who also worked as an instructor for all the bands and also for private lessons at this school. He also recorded bands professionally with a studio, portable studio. So he brought his equipment around, and so I'm doing basically the same stuff but more technical with electronic, mixer boards and stuff like that. So a little bit more. The sound was perfect. We made the sound perfect. It was very professional what we did there. Me and that gentleman had a falling out because I didn't play guitar for his wedding. I wanted to go to homecoming, to prom, and I had I was the crazy wild-eyed kid, couldn't really talk much sense to me. And proof is there. My dad suggested, right before I graduated, maybe you should go to school for engineering. I said, no, no, no. What are you going to do with that? What do you do with that? It's a waste. It's a waste of time. I wanted to be a firefighter, which didn't work out either. I ended up losing my mind, man. Going and playing with these bands after high school, doing a bunch of, things I shouldn't be doing and getting into trouble and going through the ringer, man. Gaining experiences, life experiences, learning stuff the hard way. But I'm better for it, I got a good foundation. I know what's what. So nowadays, I just basically have like a YouTube channel like any other musician would, a separate channel where I just make like beats. I like to make like, I never used to like anything digital. I was analog 100% of the time, waves, real signals, not digital MIDI, no, nothing MIDI. But the technology is there now. It is there. So I'm reformed. I make stuff. My style is always changing. I still learn. I just kind of have fun with it. No big deal. I'm hearing some electronic stuff talking to me right now. I don't know what's going on over here. Oh, I think my Alexa heard me. That's a weird name for these things. That's my story on the music history, though. I'm about done with this poll. I sure had a good time talking about it with you guys. I hope you have a great day today, a great weekend, and I'll see you pretty soon. Take care. Bye-bye.